All right.
Oh, yes.
Here we are.
Is this happening? I believe
It's a happening.
I hope so.
There's a man.
It's like that movie, The Happening.
Kind of.
What's happening? There's a man, a certain man,
That man.
whose handsome face and lovely grace are known across the land and on YouTube land. Join us now from deep within the heart of RT, we are assuming. Ladies and gentlemen, pull him up, Ryan. It's Mr. Chris Greene.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Chris Greene.
Yo, what's going on?
How are you, sir?
Good. I'm good. Can I say one thing actually before we start as well?
Please.
I just want to I want to clear something up as well, and it's actually a thank you to you guys. There's a two-pronged thank you here. The first part of the thank you is obviously for having me on, because I have a great fondness for college radio and all that kind of stuff, because that is what I used to do, and I think it's great fun. But also, there's something that I have to really appreciate there. And I'm not bullshitting you. I do actually listen to the show.
Now, please, bullshit away.
I think you guys are wonderful. I think you guys are amazing talents. But no, I do actually listen to the show. And earlier, what I liked was, Kevin, you were saying, and I thought this was great, you were saying, now, we've been trying for a while to get him. To make it look like as though like Brad Pitt is on the phone with you or something. And,
Oscar award-winning Chris Greene.
Exactly.
6 or 7 agents we have to go through.
Coordination that's taken months of preparation. You sent me one email, Kevin, and like, that's not trying for a while. Like, I'd imagine it's more difficult for you to get a Chinese than it is for me to come on your show. You sent me one email saying, "Hi, Chris, it's Kevin here. Any chance you come on the show?" I said yes. If that's your definition of trying for a while, Kevin, you've had a very easy life.
Yes.
I have to say.
We're student journalists. We've been learning about getting sources. So seriously, the only way we know how to talk to people is through email. You're lucky we have the courage now.
We barely talk to each other.
Yeah.
Well, I hope not. Yeah,
we're in separate rooms right now.
So anyway, I appreciate that, because it made me look massive, in fairness. It made me look like a huge celebrity. You've been, trying for months to coordinate with. So yeah, there we are. Now after your one email, here I am.
Yeah.
And, it's good to talk with you.
Oh, if only we get so many other people with one emails.
Yeah.
Who else have you tried to get one email with?
You were the first person we ever tried.
Oh, sure, of course. You were the only person we ever tried to get on the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
We did try to get a certain other comedian who now hosts a breakfast show on another station that we won't name, but it's between 3 and 5. We tried to get him on the show, and we heard nothing back from him.
He's on a breakfast show between 3 and 5 a.m. That's very early to be on a breakfast.
His radio station is between 3 and 5.
I get that.
There we go. I think
he was on my college radio show once, actually. He mustn't like you anymore, because I know he came on mine, so that's a bad mark against you.
You went to which college did you go to, Chris?
I went to NUIG, because I'm from Galway. So
you are Galway. We have a Galway man here.
We have a Galway man here.
Oh, let me speak up, man.
How are you now?
Hi, where are you from?
I've actually met you a few times before. I work in Slemmon's petrol station in Furbo.
What?
Yeah.
Who are you?
That's right.
Who are you?
What's your name?
Damien Kincannon.
Oh, no way, right, you can cannon. I know you. Jesus Christ.
You're of the Slemmon's garage.
Irish thing that could possibly happen.
30 shot. I don't actually work there anymore, I'm afraid.
No, but I have met you. Yeah, all right. So, Jesus, there you go. I must only live a few miles from you. This is horribly Irish, isn't it?
very, very much so.
It's like someone ringing in live line and being Joe's cousin.
Yeah, exactly.
Jimmy got his name
Joe,
good to see you, Joe. Oh shit!
Terrible. But so yeah, now you're up in DC. You're hanging out with these guys.
I am.
Oh,
somehow I managed to make it up here.
Are they corrupting you up in Dublin?
He's moved to civilization.
Yeah.
Have you taken cocaine? Listen,
I hope not.
I'm a fingless man.
Okay.
I'm a fingless man, so it's not cocaine we do. It's much harder stuff.
That's just apologies, Kevin. That's true, actually. Yeah.
You brush your nose.
Apologies. I didn't mean to damage your street cred there.
Yeah, street cred. I'm very big in fingless, literally. So,
yeah.
So you kind of started on the YouTubes yourself and Peter Ganley. Yeah.
Well, no, I think perhaps the best way of looking at it is Peter and I met working for a radio station at the time it was in Galway, and it was called I-102-104, and it was one of the first regional radio stations. I think all the anoraks now will be loving this. I think Spin Southwest had come before it, and then I think it was the second maybe regional radio license to be given. Oh no, Beat had come before it. So there was Beat and Spin Southwest.
Yeah, Beat.
I-102-104, which was like, Galway, Mayo, Leitrim, Sligo, Donegal, Galway, that whole kind of western thing.
Yeah.
And me and Peter were on that. I had never met Peter before that, and me and him used to hang out and kind of just feck around with each other basically, and kind of do bits on each other's shows and do sketches on each other's shows. And then in I think 2011 we had the whole idea of, hey, Peter had the idea, I should say. Peter bought a camera and he bought a green screen and he set it up in his kitchen, and he said, how about we just
He
start
set it up in
fecking-"
his kitchen.
Yeah, a lot of I don't know if you've seen any of the California Swipe stuff.
Yes,
but
yes.
that was all made in Peter's kitchen.
Nice, nice.
No, lads, this is how bad it was. We used to have to unplug Peter's fridge because the microphone would pick up his fridge.
Again, how very Irish.
Yeah, exactly. So that was how
Don't let the
poorly-
milk turn.
Yeah, then the milk would perish, and then we'd have no milk. So it was a
And
very
all hell
difficult
would break
time.
loose.
Yeah, it was a very difficult time, but that was where that started. So you could, I suppose, Peter and I started on I-102, 104, and if you go back before that, we were both on Flirt FM, which is
Flirt
of course,
FM.
Yeah, it's Galway's college radio station.
I
Really?
know all these stations. This is brilliant.
Jamie's just sitting here nodding his head.
Yeah.
We're just
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
Staring at
This story probably only appeals to David, so everyone's probably like, "Oh God, who gives a fuck?" But anyway,
Why is it
anyway,
called Flirt FM?
Sorry.
Why is it called Flirt FM?
We're a raunchy lot.
You're a
Yeah,
raunchy
it's erotic and stuff. We're
Yes,
less
yes,
repressed
exactly.
in
You have to
Galway. I
repopulate
mean, we don't have the
comics
same kind of inner city urban repression that you guys have. We're all wild and drinking poutine and riding each other in fields and everything. So Flirt seemed like the obvious name, I guess.
Absolutely.
I can't say I came up with the name Kevin, so I can't take any responsibility for it.
Oh, I would like them to do that.
Yeah.
So I love how it all started in the kitchen. That's so incredibly typically Irish. A new media empire starting in a kitchen.
Well,
that
it's
you had to
also
plug
very
the fridge in.
internet, isn't it? Like, it's very
It is.
new age. It's kind of the whole, I guess it's the whole guerrilla kind of ground up concept of the internet, that it's not supposed to matter essentially what your budget is or who you are or who you're connected to or how much money you have. It's supposed to be the idea of, and I think that's what's so good about the internet, the idea that you can't kill a good idea and that you can't stop
Oh,
something.
we can.
Well, I'd like
do
to
our
see you
best.
try, Kevin. But no, you know what I'm saying. That it's kind of it's what the internet. I think it's the essence of the internet. That it didn't matter who we were. It was the fact that what we were doing people liked, and
Yeah.
therefore they shared it, and that was it, really.
So, if you were to give us any piece of advice, would it be get a kitchen?
It would be get a nice kitchen, have it tiled, put in some nice wood tops that you can clean easily, and then maybe
Don't buy
some-
any food from Aldi. Oh no, Marks and Spencer's.
It's quite
Well,
rich.
whichever suits you guys. You're students, so I don't know. Marks and Spencer sounds like a little highfalutin for you guys,
yeah.
but whatever was within your budget. I
It is
guess.
Christmas. It's
Ryan,
Christmas.
Ryan, get us a kitchen. Quick. you sort that out.
Live from
I
the
have the money
BJ
for that.
kitchen.
That could work.
That could work. Now, was it over this summer that crack addicts appeared?
Yes, what had happened was, this was, in 2013, so I guess, this time a year ago, December 2013, we actually made a sketch for Channel 4, which went out on Channel 4 television.
Yeah.
And it was one of these, you know how a lot of the time, towards the end of the year, a lot of stations will do the whole look back on the year, and they'll go through each month of the year, or they'll go through all the big events of the year, and they'll in some way satirize it. Now, usually what they do is they do the whole talking head format where there's people talking about the year. Channel 4 went for a slightly different approach with a show they did called Mashed, where everyone or all of the contributors did a sketch on something that went on during the year.
Yeah.
And we originally did a sketch for that this time last year, which went out on Channel 4 television on just, I think, a few days after Christmas Day. And then what happened was they liked what they saw, and they said, gee, maybe we could do more of this, or maybe we could do something similar. So a group of lads, a fantastic group of lads that we work with in the UK, and us, we put our heads together and we said, well, I wonder what we could offer them. And I guess after a few months or a few weeks of back and forth and maybe thinking of what might work and what we might like to do and what they might like, came Crack Addicts, and we started making that. And then, they put the first episodes up, I think, at the end of July of this year, maybe August, maybe the start of August. They put up a few of the episodes, and they've been going up since. And this current run is finished, but we are already making more for 2015. So there's
fantastic.
going to be more dropping in 2015.
You'll be
trying to
dropping
sound
them
urban.
shapes and or
Yes.
beats.
My new beats are dropping
Your new
in
beats.
2015. So that's something to look forward to.
Fantastic. Now, one thing I want to say about this, I love the show, of course.
Thank you.
Awesome. But of course, there are ads before it, and
Yes.
you can't skip them.
No, you
I'm
can't.
just throwing that
What's
out
that
there.
about, Chris?
What do you think of the
What's that
ad?
about?
Do you really want to make that much money, Chris? Is that what you want? Is that all you want?
Listen to me. All right, now I am going to address this right here.
You've got to learn this off.
Now, listen to me here, Kevin, okay? Now, the fact is, right, that if you watch something for free, someone generally has to pay for it, all right, somehow. So what Channel 4 have decided to do, mentally enough, is place advertising before that free content that you watch. So that you can watch it, and everyone, it's so Irish as well, because everyone has been saying to me, and especially like out home and everything, people are like, oh yeah, sure, you're milking it now with all them ads at the start. We don't make money from those ads, dickheads. Like, I mean, what happens is we sell them the content, and then they make money from ads. I'm sure Channel 4 can do whatever they want with advertising, but we don't make any. If that makes you feel any better, Kevin, we're not making any money from those ads.
So you've no control over the ads.
No. We don't
Okay,
really
that's good to
control
know.
ads.
Fine, I'll just take away my next few questions.
Is that the rest of the interview done? Is it
No,
we
I've
leading
one
up
left.
to that?
So what would happen then if you ended up with like ads for some ridiculous, I don't know, sex toys or something? How would that make you feel then?
I'd be fine with that. One of the episodes is about sex toys, so you know, I mean, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna be too pushed.
I did just see your new episode about ear porn.
Oh yeah, that was
Those
really good.
that weird audio thing.
ASMR, yeah.
Yes, that's
yeah, it's
very
odd, isn't it? It's
those videos that people make for that, it's just exceedingly weird.
yeah,
It's the
no, I
internet,
mean,
Kevin.
it's an
It's the
odd
internet.
phenomenon, and it's something which I think has been going on the internet for quite a while, and it's basically, and I'm not trying to be mean, I think it's maybe for guys who might not have that much physical contact in their lives, and literally some of the videos are just a woman looking straight into the camera and whispering, and I guess, I don't know, maybe it's soothing to some people, or it's like a form of I don't know, a lullaby or whatever, but yeah, I don't know, it certainly disturbed Peter and I a little bit.
It was certainly freaky, and then you did your own one, of course.
Did you like that?
In your own
Thanks for that, by the
It was
way.
very nice, yes.
Yeah.
In your own little soundproof closet, I couldn't help but notice.
Yeah, if I need to ever record stuff, I have a closet that's made up and that's soundproof and everything, so I get in there and, you know, do all kinds
See,
of
that's like the complete opposite of us. When we need to do recording in a quiet space, we will run around campus to find an empty room or a toilet.
yeah,
I'm
the
doing-
toilet,
We
you
have
can always
recorded
tell.
in toilets.
Yes, I have
Sometimes it's
recorded.
not even an empty toilet.
Sorry about this. If you
Yeah,
hear
share
quietly,
with
you can
someone.
hear splashing.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
My mum is ringing at the minute. I'm gonna have to go.
Tell her. No,
It's not even
Manny's
joking.
called it.
you better answer it in fairness.
Better answer.
Nah, she'll be alright.
No, she's fine. Sam.
She'll probably listen.
She's up in Donegal. That must be costing her a fortune.
Yeah.
All those roaming
All
charges.
these international.
That being a different country now.
I'm not appreciating this.
Sorry.
We have a guest. We can't go into this. now.
Behave
I listen
yourself,
to
Brian.
I-102, 104.
Oh, he's trying to butter you up now.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear him. He's very far away.
He's
I
very
listened to
far.
I-102,
He's better that
104
way.
back in the
He's
day.
from Donegal. That's his problem.
Oh yes, yeah, no, 102, 104. Yeah, I tell you, it was weird. Obviously, and props to iRadio as well, because I mean they are a massive outlet now. And I remember back in the very, very, very early days, one of the places it really took off in first was Donegal. I mean, it set fire to Donegal. It seemed everyone seemed to
Which
be
was
listening to it.
incredibly-
So, that was nice as well. So yeah, we obviously have a great fondness for Donegal, and have been doing up there doing club tours and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, no, definitely. I know that Donegal was one of the first places it kind of reached, so to speak.
Even though it wasn't on 102 or 104.
Yeah, it was on like 96
really
or something,
weird.
isn't it?
I can never remember the name.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway.
Another Irish thing. So where did you meet Miss Kira King along the way? Where did that lovely couple happen? And are you married to her?
Firstly, yes, I am married to her. Yes, and it's a weird one. I met Kira because what happened was I moved from. See, iRadio is all one big thing now, but it used to be two separate regional outputs, and one was I-102, 104, and one was I-105, 107. And
numbers,
I-105, 107 was then like the counties, if you can imagine, just over from I-102, 104. So it was like Westmeath, Meath, Kildare,
So
all of that.
if you were on the hill big enough, could you have got the two stations?
Oh, you definitely could have.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
oh,
getting
you
exotic
most
now.
Certainly could have. And so I met her there actually, because I moved to there and I was put on a daytime show, and literally I had never known her, and I think it was really cool what happened with Kira, because I think for the first day or two she kind of looked at me like I had two heads, but then afterwards she was like, no, I get this, I like this. And
I
we
like
just
your
kind
two
of
heads.
Took up a friendship. Yeah, exactly. And it was really cool. It was very natural. It wasn't forced, because I mean a lot of these. It's unfortunate sometimes you hear a lot of shows on the radio, and I'm not going to mention any names because I will cause a diplomatic incident.
Nobody's
So,
listening.
there are certain shows, and it's unfortunate because the pairings are clearly very forced, and it's just, I think it's unfortunate. And I'm not, that's nothing on 2FM. I really think 2FM has a fantastic schedule now, but there are certain
Nobody
times
mentioned 2FM, Chris.
when, by the way, don't forget to listen to 2FM, of course, as well as this fantastic radio station. I'd better do some ads for it.
Yeah, please get your plugs in now.
Yeah, I better. Yeah, but anyway, I think that sometimes it doesn't always work, and it's unfortunate. But I think with Kira and I, it just worked because I think we'd be friends if we didn't have a radio show. If you understand me. So that's what's nice about it, I think. Yeah.
Exactly. I know Kira's diary is probably one of the raunchiest things on Irish radio.
Isn't it? I tell you, filthy. It's absolute filth. I think it was written by a teenager as well.
Absolutely, totally written by a teenager.
Definitely.
I do love your show for one thing, and that is because it doesn't hold back. You can't F and blind all over it, which is great to hear on RTE.
Yeah, it is actually.
You've got I'm sure there are L1s somewhere down the country just shocked by this.
Yeah,
how did this be on the radio?
Yeah.
Ryan's
of
mammy.
course.
That's what she's ringing about.
That's what she's ringing about.
Yeah, that's what the actual purpose of this call is. That's what we've been leading up to. No, definitely. And it is nice, the freedom that we're given, I have to say. I mean, because everyone, for some reason, I don't know why everyone has this reputation, fair or unfair as it may be, I don't know, depending on your opinions on it, that RTE is somewhat stuffy. But I mean, RTE, if you're willing to push the boundaries a little bit, they're more than happy to accommodate you. Like, I mean, we, as you say, we would push it quite a bit, and they have been absolutely supportive of us. They have never told us to cop on or to stop being ourselves. If anything, they have nurtured and developed who we are without trying to change it at all, which I think is something that people don't think RTE do. I think for some reason there is a misconception that the opposite happens, and that you're in the principal's office and you have to stand up straight, and that you have to be you have to be very controlled and very contained. But they have done nothing but develop us and encourage us to be exactly who we were and what we are before we came. So no, I agree, and I think it's lovely to see that RTE are moving in that direction, and that they are so supportive of new people coming up, and that they're not trying to change them. I think it's really cool.
They're not old Catholic RTE anymore. They're new.
Exactly. Gay Burns, he sexually liberated all of us. And, it's been a real trend upwards.
They converted to Buddhism many years ago.
Yeah, they did.
It all started with gay.
That's not actually widely known, but that is true.
Yeah. So when did RTE come calling for you two?
It would have been. Let me think. I would say. Sorry, 1 second. I have to work it out in my head. Maybe things started to look like things might have been happening in maybe August of 2013.
Yeah.
And then a bit of back and forth happened. I had to perform a few sexual favors for people in January. Was it
Marion Finucane? It was Marion Finucane, wasn't it?
It was too many to count, man. But, yeah, she was on the list. She was one of them. But, there was others. But yeah, and then I think it was in like January we actually started. We signed a contract with them in I think December or January, and then we finished out our time in iRadio, and then we had a little
bit
of
big leagues.
That weird kind of time in the middle, and then we I think we went on air in. God, was it March of 2014?
That was when the big change happened to 2FM. They decided
that was when a lot of stuff changed.
Shuffle everything happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and then of course you filled in for Tuberty over the summer as well, didn't you? So you're getting up there.
Oh yeah, I mean, like that was cool. In fairness, I don't know if that'll ever be allowed to happen again. But that did happen.
They tried.
Yeah, exactly. Look, they tried. It didn't work, but no. Yeah, that was great fun. Obviously, I mean, to fill in for such a big thing, because I mean, this is all still like very new to me, so to speak. Like I'm not used to kind of, I guess you could say, this level of profile or this level of importance to stuff. So even to have someone come in and say to you, or a room of people say, right, so you and Kira can fill in for Tuberty, one of the most listened to shows in the country bar none.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, exactly. What could go wrong? Exactly.
Kira's diary at 10 o'clock at night, not too bad. Kira's diary 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like a good idea, bad idea thing on Animaniacs. Exactly. Sometimes it works. Sometimes not such a good idea. But yeah. So yeah, that was really cool to even be asked to do that. I think I'll leave that on the CV now for a few years.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Former Tuberty.
Exactly.
Former Tuberty.
Yeah.
And of course, this week you made your first appearance on Republic of Telly, getting into the prime time on the television.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing was, the thing was that it's unfortunate. It's just we would love to have done more for Republic of Telly, and that was the intention. Unfortunately, we just couldn't work out the times at this time around, because there was there was stuff with there was obviously we were doing stuff for Channel 4 as well, and we had some other stuff going and some other stuff that kind of is in the pipeline that we are developing and working on that unfortunately we had already committed to prior to that and stuff, so it was very unfortunate because we had intended to do a lot more, and the intention was hopefully, because the lads of the Republic could tell you obviously that we were dealing with it great and they were really supportive of us and would love to have had more of our sketches on. So not this time around, hopefully now for the next series, when the next series rolls around, hopefully we will be able to coordinate things a little better, and we will be able to give them more sketches and stuff. That would be the intention.
So you killed Damo and Ivor and took their place, basically.
I don't think so. I think Damo and Ivor are doing cool. Damo and Ivor have their own series now and everything. I don't think they're too worried at all. But no, I mean, it's cool because I think Republic Telly is really funny. And I'm not just saying that obviously because I'm on. I genuinely do, and I think
It's been on for years now.
yeah, it really has.
time.
And I think it's really cool to be asked to be a part of it. And we were really chuffed.
So we will start seeing more Peter and Chris on the telly.
I think let's hope so.
Well, I think we'll all be okay with it.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, thanks.
I'm looking forward to that.
And if not, we can change the channel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's a huge choice out there now.
What's Vincent Brown saying now? Something old and moany. Chris Greene, thank you so very much for joining us right here in Bon Journos.
Hey, no worries. I just realised, how long have we been talking for?
I don't know.
Like, I mean,
Not
this is
long enough.
Not long enough.
Not long enough.
I probably should have wrapped it up, shouldn't I? I probably should have just gotten
No,
to
it's
the point
fine.
quicker.
You're a lot more interesting than the rubbish we talk about.
No, Jesus, lad. Sorry,
hey,
look at this, nearly a quarter. Good lord.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're perfect. Thank you so much for joining us. This was great.
Oh, really?
No, look, I had fun.
We had fun as well, Chris. Thank
I
you.
think we all had
That's
fun.
all that matters.
We
So can we go on your show now?
yeah,
Or-
can we go on your show? now?
Yeah. Well, look, send me this audio. I'm sure we'll have some fun with this. And,
Nice.
you know, because I think this will be good. No, definitely. You must call in now one of the days. And I'm not just saying that.
We had just got our proposal ready for the Empty Slot on Radio 1, but then
Ray came in.
Unfortunate.
Goddamn
Darcy
Ray.
rolls in.
Oh, that
Yeah.
is so unfortunate. Because you
So
would have got it, I'd
unfortunate.
say, otherwise.
Absolutely, yeah.
Hey, Kevin,
Yes,
can I ask you a question?
ask me, Chris.
Not to sound weird. One time I remember I was on Twitter, because I have a good memory for certain things like this, because I know me and you have been chatting for a while on Twitter. And then you tweeted me to say, I just walked by you, or something. And I'm like, Kevin, why wouldn't you say hello if I had just walked by you?
There's a story behind this.
What an unfriendly...
Were you,
like,
were you stalking
no,
him?
there was a guy.
you in your window.
There was a guy walking up and down O'Connell Street. This haggard old man, and he was holding this big. Of course, it automatically
glad
reminded me
you
of you.
think that looks like me.
But he was holding a sign that said "Fuck you, EU," in your style of "Fuck you."
F-U-K.
Yeah, FUKU, and that's what just immediately assumed he was either
No,
you or
Kevin.
one of the Greens.
This is a different story. I'm talking about the time you said that I was in RTE and you walked by me.
Oh,
Oh, that time.
time.
That time. Oh.
Every morning he sends the same thing.
So unfriendly.
I can see you, Chris.
I was in RT once, and I don't remember. It was a Saturday, so
Oh,
I
right,
wouldn't have
so then
seen
it
you.
wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't you.
All right.
I did creep around Ricochet's desk though.
Ooh.
You can really
Man,
tell
the
it's
amount-
Ricochet's desk because he has lots of things that say Ricochet.
The amount of free stuff that those daytime presenters
I
get
know.
is offensive. Sometimes
Yeah.
I walk by their desks and there's like solid gold bricks on there, and it's
Yeah, I
like,
can imagine.
here's a gift from Farrell's Jewelers. Just say, here's a solid gold brick for you, and you're like, wow, we. It's disgusting.
Do you get any free
I take
stuff?
half of it.
Do you get free stuff?
Sometimes, but like I get bollocks free stuff. Like I don't get free stuff on their level. Like I get, here is a ticket to a play, and I'm like, I don't want this. Like, give me the shit they're sending to Ricochet and Nicky Byrne and everything. But not yet. Hasn't happened yet.
I did have to unfollow Ricochet on Twitter because I was getting because of all his tweets saying, "Oh, look at this free stuff I got."
Oh, it's so annoying,
it
isn't
is. It really is.
Oh, it's infuriating.
Well done, Rick.
Can you get us his slot? Then just kill him and,
I'll
we'll
see
take
what
his
I
slot.
can do, lad.
No
Can we
problem.
get Ricochet in this show?
Leave Cormac Battle though.
And
I
in
like
semester
it.
2, we're gonna get.
Hey, maybe like, you know what? I will see if Ricochet will come on this show. I mean, it wouldn't
Oh,
hurt.
that'd be
The
nice.
man with the
Why not?
greatest name in Irish radio.
Yeah,
I will
look,
give him
man, absolutely. I mean, he's a proper like institution.
He's
of
been in
Irish radio.
DCU. He was in DCU last year.
He
remember?
was,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's friends with the station, so
Oh,
you never
good.
know. Chris Greene,
Yes,
Epic News Daily,
yes,
Crack Addicts,
yes,
Bottom of the Barrel.
yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
Love you, Chris.
Love you.
Are you fully nude now?
I'm so nude that like my foreskin is pulled back. That's how nude I am. Like, I mean, I am as nude as you can be.
Make sure you get some BJs.
Kevin is, you know, I don't know. Kevin might do that.
We'll see. I'll
He really wants a job.
I'll ring you
It's
later,
okay.
Chris.
Oh man, okay, fair enough.
I tell you what, though, you are Chris Greene, and it might not be easy being green.
It's not easy being green. You blend in with so many
It's
other
not
things.
easy
Sorry for cutting the question.
having to spend each day.